Hello, my name is Dan McKenna, and I'm here with some of the residents from the Norwich condominium on Southeast 15th Street in Fort Lauderdale. We are here basically to protest the new proposed boat storage facility that will be going in across the canal. The Planning and Zoning Commission the other night voted 5-4 in favor of the construction, despite the fact that their own staff had not one positive thing to say about this new building. This is where the new building is going to begin, roughly where the existing boat rack is now. That's roughly 4 stories tall. The new building will be 15 stories tall, roughly 4 times as large as what you see there now. That will continue along about 100 feet, they're telling me, so that's about where the American flag is, right here on the flagpole. Then the parking garage is going to begin, parking for 144 cars. After that, where this existing roughly 4-story building is now, boat storage, the building will then go back up to 13 or 14 stories, about 133, 135 feet tall, for pretty much as far as you can see it right there. It goes all the way down here, 390 feet, and ends basically where the wall juts out, right over here, as you can see. It'll be 3 or 4 times as tall as the existing building, 390 feet wide, and will completely block out any views of the sun, the clouds, birds, any of the things that we see now.
Comes the sun, here comes the sun.
Hi, I'm one of the neighbors and one of the people who live here at the Norwich. I came to this building as a young bride. We bought here and I've lived here for the last 28 years. It's my home. I intend for it to be my retirement home. I've been looking forward to it because it has one of the most magnificent views in all of South Florida. The Harborage is proposing a huge building for the privileged few. And they're taking away our privilege of our view and our lifestyle, our sunshine, our sky, and the way that we live here, so the privileged few can have it. I hope that you all consider this sincerely and deny them that right, so that we, not just here at Norwich, but everyone who lives up and down this street has the same magnificent view that we all came here to love.
Hello, my name is Paul Adlington, and I'm an owner of apartment 51 here at the Norwich condominium. I built this model because I had attended several Harbordale meetings, and the shadow study was pretty insignificant. I built this on a scale of 1 foot equals 10 feet, I'm sorry, 1 inch equals 10 feet, and it clearly shows that this huge building, which is 3 times taller than our Norwich building, casts a shadow over our swimming pool area for about 4 months out of the year. Also, it shades our building for 2 months out of the year. Just to give you a little more perspective, this is the size of the Southport Bar at the very west end of the canal. In closing, I'd like to suggest that the Commissioner, CINDI Hutchinson, will call this project and bring it before the Commission and have it voted down.
Last Wednesday night, the Planning and Zoning Board voted 5-4 to approve the construction of this new project. In reading the 7-page staff report issued by their own professional staff, there were no positive comments made in the entire 7 pages, and I still don't understand why they chose to ignore that. Some of the key points the staff had brought up were the fact that, number one, it would cast a significant shadow extending beyond the waterway onto the residential neighborhood to the north. They also said it does not provide a harmonious transition to the adjacent residential neighborhood. They said it was a massive structure blocking potential views of the waterway. They said it is not consistent with the criteria for neighborhood compatibility and preservation. All of these things were ignored, and the Planning and Zoning Board passed this project anyway. Our hope is that CINDI Hutchinson, our District 4 representative for Fort Lauderdale, will consider the objections written up in the staff report, will consider the objections of many of us here in this neighborhood, and we'll call this up in front of the board and vote against this project. Two of her appointees on the Planning and Zoning Board actually voted for it despite the recommendations of their own staff, and we would like to see CINDI consider this and consider the feelings and beliefs of the people in her district.